we're going to be working on shoulders, or more specifically, these muscles right in between your shoulders, the rhomboids. I've been feeling a bit stiff across shoulders and neck this week. So I thought today we'll just explore very simple grounded movement that we can do that will hopefully take away that feeling of blocked energy in this part of the body. So usually I would do shoulder work seated, but today we're going to do more Feldenkrais type movements lying on our back. And then we'll see if we can assimilate that into more of a seated movement, maybe at the end. Let's come down, lie on our spine. So you might like to just start by feet flat on the floor, press down through the balls of the feet, knees raised, and we're going to flatten our spine. So tuck tailbone under a little, and just extend your arms out wide. And we're just going to bring them up to a clap above our heart, and then extend them wide again. So see if you can really reach fingers away from each other. Feel the weight of your arms. Bring the hands together. Extend them out wide. So we want our whole spine to be flat. We don't want to be lying on our shoulder blades. We're trying to create a little space between our shoulders. Fingers reaching away. Notice your breath. If you're holding your breath, just feel the weight of the arms. Deep sigh. And then bring them together. Okay, next time we're going to switch our arms across each other and let them be heavy again, reaching in the opposite directions. Open them out. And now we're going to start to alternate which arm is on top. So if you have your left arm on top, take your right arm the next time. And we really want this feeling of fingers reaching in opposite directions and then expanding. Keep breathing. You should feel a fairly strong sensation right in the shoulder joint. That's okay. Next time our arms cross over, we're going to bend our elbows and see if you can draw your knuckles or your palms towards each other. So in yoga, this would be called Garudasana. And just lift the elbows up. Strong feeling in the shoulder joints. Just let that happen. So note which arm is underneath. We're going to open out and switch, bending the elbows again, turning the knuckles in or the palms in, whatever works for your body. So just slowly allowing the body to find the space that it needs. Make sure jaw is not clenched, teeth are not clenched. Spine as flat as you can get it to the ground. Keep those arms heavy. You might think of this not so much as stretching or muscle activation, just think of it as kind of reaching. Allowing gravity to do its thing. Let's extend the legs long now. And bring the arms down by the side. We're going to take one arm up and keeping the spine heavy initially, head heavy, just take that arm across the body. Just notice the shoulder blade lift off the ground a little. And then we'll come back, switch arms, shoulder blade comes off, take the arm over. And we'll keep going side to side. So we don't want to be really involving our legs, but as we keep doing this movement, our spine will start to also just gently leave the ground. Just let that happen without tailbone or head leaving the ground. And just keep reaching the fingers a little further away. You might like to breathe in as you take your arm up. Breathe out as you reach across. So we're just going for maybe 1 millimeter further each time, using the breath. Not so much effort. Just think of it as gravity pulling the body across. You might find one side you can just naturally get a little bit further. See what we can notice about our body. You might find eventually your arm will kind of pull your whole body onto the side, but it might take a little while. First, notice this element of your own body starting to massage into the shoulder blades, the one that's on the ground. As you roll more into a kind of sideline shape, you might find a little more space. The muscle on the outside of the shoulder, the subscapularis, the muscles that extend the arm forward, the teres minor and the infraspinatus. So you might find your whole body naturally rolls onto the side now. Just let that happen. Hopefully, head is still on the ground. Effectively, we're using the ground to massage all around the shoulder. And we're going to start adding kind of looping circles with the arms. So as you take your arm across, you might take it past the ear. Or as you take your arm across, you might roll it past the hip. Just see if you can naturally move your body side to side, still no effort. Keep the arm just hovering above the ground as much as you can as you move it. Try and keep your legs heavy. No need for them to be involved. By this point, you might feel a little bit like a rag doll. That's good. Take a break if you need to. And when you're ready, just deep sigh. Just notice how wide your back feels right now. And we'll just slowly bring our knees up towards the chest. Maybe wrap the arms around, little wobble side to side. And you might like to just take your legs up high and let the weight of your legs go over the head. Let yourself roll up onto the spine. Keep your chin tucked in. Just let the weight of your body take you forward and back. No effort. And then we'll slowly curl up. Let's come into a seated position. So we're going to test that kind of width across our upper shoulders with a bit of a kind of half body roll on the ground. And we're going to start using our core abdominal muscles. So the way to do this one, you want one externally rotated leg, one internally rotated leg. You might look a little bit different to me, just whatever shape works for you. And reach around, just get a sense for the sit bone that's off the ground, just how far off the ground it might be. And then we're just going to roll this shoulder down towards the knee. And then let our upper body go down to the ground, head to the ground. Now we're going to roll onto our back. And when we need to, flip our knees all the way to the other side. Once they're there, keep your head on the ground. Now we use our core abdominal muscles to draw our belly towards our thighs. And when we get there, we're just going to roll up and take the hands behind, switch the knees over and start again exactly where we are. We're going to go in the same direction. So shoulder to knee, rolling back, keeping the back and neck and shoulders heavy. Draw the belly towards the thigh. No effort to come up. Try not to use hands or wrists to support you as you push yourself up. And the idea here is we're just letting our upper body be heavy. Maybe one more time. And this time we're going to go back the opposite way. So shoulder to knee, head down to the ground. Keep your back body heavy as you can. Draw the belly muscles in towards the thighs. You might like to cross your arms, take out that thing that the body wants to do, or it wants to use the support of the hands and wrists. And one more time. Back again. And we'll come back up. Open our hips just a little. And then we'll just return to a seated position. So just take a moment to notice the shoulders. So shoulder blades can be quite different shape for different people. Just notice how you feel right now. Might like to turn chin towards one shoulder and then all the way across. Might like to tuck in the chin and then jut it out, draw it forward and curl it up. A total tight movement. Let's roll one ear so it lifts up and head rolls to one side. And then same on the other side. One more each side. And we'll roll the shoulders. Just notice how shoulder blades feel now. And as we always do, let's bring hands to heart, acknowledge our practice with gratitude, and then, of course, bow to each other.